Ooh. What's up, y'all? What's up? It is Wednesday. It is hump day. What's goody? What can I say? My name is Shan, for those of you who are new, and if you're not new, you know what it is, boo. Yesterday, I had to do a bonus episode called Hamburger Helper Head because that shit just had to be talked about, period. And I'm not even gonna bring it up again, so y'all check that out. Anyway, today we on something new. This is season 14, episode 17. Yeah, you see the title. It's what you hear it as, not what you see it as. Okay? Bum Beaches PSA, public service announcement, for those of you who are still struggling on the education and wording and verbiage. Can you spot a bum bitch? Okay? If you saw her or him, heard her or him, seen her or his shoes, house, or saw their work or their work ethic, their work attitude, can you spot a bum bitch? That's what I'm talking about today. We gonna get into it. We gonna get into their looks. We gotta get into the treatment of how they treat people, their hygiene, the way they handle their finances, their attitude, what their kids act like and look like, their self-thoughts, and how they prioritize things, and how you should do yourself a favor by staying away from all of that. I think I have a little sticky note for y'all too. Other than that, I hope y'all enjoying y'all Wednesday. Good morning. What up? Y'all already know I got a good show for y'all. Before we get into the show, just know you can find She Gets It merch at She Gets It Shop. Okay, the link is in the bottom on IG. What is the IG? At She Gets It Pod. What is the Twitter? At She Gets It Pod. If it says she in all caps, busy, that's me, your girl Shan. Okay, you can find me at She Gets It Pod on stereo in them stereo streets. Okay, and if you want to go ahead and donate to the show, the donation link is in the write-up description for this show. Just scroll down, hit the link, donate whatever you like, okay? The merch is just to go ahead and give you a little something for your donation. But if you don't care about a little merch and you just want to donate, throw a couple of dollars without me dropping it low and hitting it 2 times, I'm cool with that too. I appreciate you. You can find me on Red Circle. That's who distributes the show. Gives it to you 3 times a week. Bong, bong, bong. Why you acting weird to me? Let's get into the show. Sticky note thoughts. This is where I just randomly give you my thoughts that I have on sticky notes. Okay, so my first thought that I have a sticky notes is from yesterday. So yesterday I had my pre-op appointment for my surgery. I'm shutting down baby town, okay? I am getting my fallopian tubes removed completely. Like, he's taking them out, my doctor. So the chances of me having kids in the future is like slim to none, because I just feel like I'm done with that whole gamble of maybe I'll meet somebody and maybe it might be a boy. Like, it's too much. And I just feel like women risk more when it comes to children than men do. Can't no man on earth change that shit for me or convince me otherwise, so fuck it. I do not like being pregnant. I do not like my body going through changes that I did not want it to go through. I do not like not seeing my pussy for months. I do not like sex while pregnant, Sam I am. I do not like it. I do not like labor. I think that is very fucked up. That's how children have to come out of a woman's body after they carry that heavy ass baby all them 9 months. Okay, and I do not like the fact that I have a cozy womb, which is why I have a podcast called Cozy Womb Podcast that is talking about parenting, where my kids be mad late and they don't come out on their due date. So I'm not doing that shit again. And my last relationship, shout out to him. I told him if we did not work out and it did not go as we planned it, that I'm shutting it down. I ain't having no more kids. Whoop, shoot. Out of luck, you know what I'm saying? And that's what the fuck I'm doing. I've thought about it. I should have done it a long time ago. I didn't. I'm not looking back now. I'm moving forward. I'm going to get this shit done in a couple of weeks. So he just wanted to talk to me and make sure. And then he had the nerve to come into the doctor room, and he looked at the girls because I had to take them with me because I am solo, okay? And I take them everywhere I go unless they with their daddy. And so they was with me, and he was like, are you sure you want to do this? They're so cute. Yeah, they cute. They expensive. They hard-headed. They don't listen. They always got something slick to say. They needy. They clingy. They always in my space. I'm tired of sharing stuff with them. Like, no, I'm ready. And if I could have you do it now and hand you your tools, I will have you do it now with them in the room. Don't play. We doing this. So that was yesterday. Second sticky note. They weighed me on that big ass scale yesterday, and I purposely haven't been weighing myself for a little over a month because losing weight and working out and eating better, when it comes to them numbers on that scale, is like, just disappointment. So I purposely haven't been weighing myself at home, but they had to weigh me today, and I will say that I like it. I see it. So that was good. What else? I am sick and tired of this motherfucking Atlanta rain. Like, it's so depressing outside. It is so depressing outside. Dark, gloomy, sun a little bit. Can't get my grass cut because Ken can't figure out when it's not going to rain or when it's going to rain. I'm just like, ugh. What else do I have for y'all? Next sticky note. I was not supposed to buy any new books, but I sure did get some new books. So I got a new book on secrets of numerology. I love numbers as far as like figuring out characteristic personalities and powers and how it connects with the universe. So yeah, I had to get this book, but I really didn't have to get this book, but I got this book. I like to go to Barnes & Noble. I've always loved bookstores. Bookstores is where I decompress all the time, especially when I lived in New York. I love bookstores. My youngest child, Dad and I would spend hours in Barnes & Noble, sometimes talking to each other, sometimes not talking to each other, but we enjoyed each other's company, and we would just read books and, give each other wisdom, what we found, all that shit, share thoughts and shit. And so I take my kids to Barnes & Noble often. So I got some books, and then I got a book called Do Not Donut Grow Up. It's a trap. And if I could tattoo that on me, I would, because that's how I feel. It's a cute little book. It's a little, coffee table book, but it's cute. So that's new. What else is going on? I don't know, like, this white man job is irritating me because I don't like stupid people, and I just don't know how these people got jobs and they can't do basic math. And even when I'm breaking down why a person's bill is what it is, or, why is this policy this? And I'm just like, Doug, I just explained it to you. I hate repeating myself, and sometimes I just want to call somebody up and be like, what don't you understand? Next sticky note. I've been doing a lot of like silent thinking. Silent thinking is like thinking and not sharing with anybody, but having thoughts. So I call that silent thinking. And I don't know. I feel like something new is about to happen, but I don't know what it is. But I know it's coming because I just feel like something new has to happen. So it's a very interesting and weird space. Shout out to the Bobby Dollars show. He's doing a new series where he's talking about depression, and I had dropped him a message so he could use it for the show, and he used part 2 of it on his first episode for this season, and it was just talking about how you get out of the state of depression and what may help you to get out of that mindset when you're depressed. And it's just so shocking to a lot of people, but I used to be a very depressed teenager. You know what I'm saying? Being the youngest girl of like 4 boys, and by my mom, and my dad has an older son. But we never really had that brotherly sister in-house feel. But I have 5 brothers, and being the youngest and being the only girl and having a mother that did not discipline anybody, and that's who I primarily lived with. It was like a fucking zoo a lot of times, and it was hard for me to find my place in it. So I was dealing with other shit too. And because I always have like this bubbly, open, creative side to me, it was easy to mask that. And I bring this up just to say that depression doesn't look one way, right? And someone who's depressed or suffers from depression or anxiety, there is no one look. So never get comfortable in looking at a person thinking, oh yeah, they look depressed. They look like they was going through it. A lot of people are the happiest, smiling ass people in your face. They go out, they're around people kiki laughing. They're eating, they're drinking, they're sleeping. They're driving, they're working. They just look like, they're just adulting, and they are so depressed. They have the darkest thoughts. And so if you look at people who suffer with depression, especially comedians, and you look at how their life ended, and people be like, I never knew that they was dealing with this, and I never knew that they were dealing with that. Like, Robin Williams was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? He spent a lot of his career making people very, very fucking happy. Film, shows, stand-up, dinners. I'm sure his family, and that man was suffering. Richard Pryor. You know what I'm saying? Crazy upbringing. My favorite comedian. That man was suffering. And I have a mom that dealt with depression. And I remember my mom going to her therapist and me having to come with her. And I wouldn't sit in the session, but I would just wait in the waiting room. And I've had a therapist, but that was because I was dealing with like postpartum. With my last kid. Me and Ari have not been the closest. Her first year of life, it was like we had a relationship out of obligation. I didn't feel connected to Ari. I didn't want to deal with her at night because she was so clingy, and I had a first child that was not clingy. I didn't understand it. She was miserable. But at the same time, and listen to me when I say this, if you are miserable and stressed and grieving during your pregnancy, because my favorite uncle had died while I was pregnant with Ari. He had stage 4 cancer, brain cancer. And I couldn't grieve because whatever emotion you have or what stress you have while pregnant, that happens with the baby. And I think that was the issue, that I was upset. I wasn't happy. I was stressed out, and I was trying to not grieve, but I needed to. And I was working 40 plus hours most of my pregnancy. And it was just a lot. And her dad was depressed most of me being pregnant. So that it was just a lot. And so I say this to say, don't ever assume everybody is all good. Don't ever think, what somebody looks like when they're depressed is about to smack you in the face. Be like, here I am. Look at me, look at me, look at me. It's not. Just check on people and be genuine about it, period. Okay? It's a real thing, man. It's a real thing. A lot of people don't also know that I tried to take my life 3 times when I in my teens. 3 times, and I was highly unsuccessful. The last one was like, damn. Still? And that's how I'm just like, I know I'm supposed to be here. So, don't ever assume when you don't know shit. But anyway, didn't want to bring the clouds on your Wednesday. Let's get into these bum beaches, okay? End of sticky note and close. Go check out Bobby Dollar's show. And I think this series is going to be pretty good because we are getting into those gloomy, dark, in your feelings. A lot of people are losing people ass months, okay? And you need to check on your people. And this pandemic, this COVID shit is keeping people more apart, okay? And a lot of people can't handle that. A lot of people are used to being around family in October, November, December, January, February. A lot of people get really depressed with February. Valentine's Day is not fucking real, dog. That shit is not real. You don't just show your love and express your love in February. Like, get out of this mind control of these corporations telling y'all when and how you should fucking feel about people. Like, block that shit out. That shit don't mean shit. Do your thing. But check on your people. Let's get out of these sticky notes and into this episode. All right. A bum bee is. Let's just get into it. Is biologically born a woman, can also be a man, who takes no pride in having a good character, a great personality, being compassionate. They lack good self-value. They have no accountability for their actions. They think everybody is supposed to deal with their attitude. They're usually loud and wrong and highly embarrassing. Okay. Males can also be bum bitches too. Okay. It is universal. Okay. There is no, you got to be this ethnicity to be this. No. This is universal. This is universal. This is tragic. This is unfortunate. But this is how you separate great people from not so great people. So we need them. I don't want a bum bitch, but society needs to see the examples of who these people are so we can respect and appreciate the people that aren't like this. So let's get into the looks. It was so funny when I was doing the write-up for this episode, because my best friend was like, no, that doesn't qualify as a bum bitch. I mean, somebody else can have that. But the reality is, majority of women or males who have loud, obnoxious, look at me clothing, need to be seen, want to be the most, let me push it to the edge. I know this is the dress code, but I'm gonna do this because they didn't say this type of people are usually on some bum bitch shit. The ones that have dirty ass feet and flip-flops or sandals and don't care and is okay with it. Just nasty bum bitch look, okay? Their house is always a mess. They always got shit everywhere. They don't care who comes in and out of their house. Most of y'all know where bum bitches live at, because you know who all over there is always at the conversation on the phone or whatever. On FaceTime, you can hear them on the porch or on the stoop before you pull up. You know the door is automatically open. Their kid is probably in diapers, out on the stoop, ain't got no shoes on, just out there looking a mess, sticky. You should be in bed type of children. Yes, a mess. Okay, that's their mama or whoever watching them qualifies as a bum bitch. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Bum bitches usually got hella body mist and shit, but they still stank. Okay, their stuff is not organized. They got shit everywhere. They got piles of clothes everywhere. They don't care. It's just like no pride from the doorstep to the back door. No pride in anything. As far as like treatment, they don't care how they treat people. They don't care how they talk to people. They usually chewing with their mouth open while talking to people. They throw cards and money at people to pay for items. They talk very disrespectfully to people who cooking their food, which is something I don't get at all. Because anybody cooking my food, I'm not about to disrespect them. Like, I'm about to put that stuff in my mouth? What? You can usually find them using the baby milk money on their nails and not for the baby milk. I'm just saying. As far as hygiene goes, they sleep with dirty ass feet. Y'all seen the memes, y'all seen the videos, and y'all seen the pictures. There was a video going around where homeboy had met a girl the night before and slept over her house. And she had the audacity to allow him to wake up in her house. And he had her whole crib on live. He had her whole crib on video. The piles of clothes, the dirt everywhere. She had the audacity to have kids. The TV was on. The kitchen was a mess. The living room was a mess. You couldn't find a carpet. And I'm just like, dog, there's no way I can leave my house like that and go out and have a good time and meet somebody and then have them come lay up in my bed where my kids sleep and have them wake up without me at the house, and my house looks like this and I have no shame. That's a bum bitch. And then for males out here who have the audacity to just meet these women and agree to come to their place, and you had the nerve to get comfortable to lay down in a woman's bed when their house looked like that. I don't care if you were drunk, if you was high, if it was late. You can Uber and you can get a lift from anywhere. That's have more respect for yourself. Have more respect for yourself. Even people that don't have much still tidy up. So when a woman has the most and she has the space to clean up and her priority is going out and having a good time and getting drinks and meeting a man so she could bring him back to her place and it looks like that, that's a bum bitch. A lot of this be evident and I be confused as to how these women be having multiple men and having babies back to back. Like, y'all don't see this? Are y'all blind? Y'all don't smell this? You don't smell the trash? I know her house stink. I know her fridge is dirty. Like, it's trifling out here, and y'all just, men and women, y'all just have to have more respect for yourself. As far as hygiene goes, a bum bitch has no concern with her dental plan. She has no concern on when she going to the dentist. She ain't worried about her gynecologist. She's not checking that trap or keeper that she calls a vagina. She don't care about her vision. She's squinting and cussing people out at the same time. She ain't making no appointments. She barely take her kids to their appointments they're supposed to have. They probably got gold caps, grills in their bottom and top rows for their teeth. Okay? She would rather squint than to get her eyes checked and talk shit. Okay? Hygiene is below levels of where it needs to be. And it's not because she doesn't have the money. It's because it's just not a priority for her. She's a bum bitch. Okay? Attitude. She will fight you anywhere. She will fight anyone at any time. Even with her kids in hand. Even with her kids in the car. Bum bitches are the ones that pull up to the gas station, dragging their feet, loud as shit, loud ass keys, loud ass car, probably have the car running, and you leave the baby in the car seat with the windows down at the gas station. And what's so crazy is most people wouldn't even go after a woman like that vehicle. One, because it's probably fucked up. Two, because it's probably nasty and trifling inside. And three, you just don't want to have to deal with all that she come with. So you just gonna let her rock out. And a lot of people, when they see bum bitches, they know the energy is not worth correcting them or trying to help them be better, because they just in this headspace where they do not want to hear it. Okay? As far as like pick up and drop off of kids, they probably dropping them off in their boxer briefs because it's a cute color and it matches their tank top. And bum bitches are usually the ones upset about the fact that they can't wear their satin bed headscarf into the daycare or the school. Nobody should have to put on the window of the school door, you cannot wear head wraps and scarves into the building. That should just be something where you just don't want to. Now, if it's raining and you're going to need to cover your hair and you got a fresh silk press, understood. But the satin cap that you slept in, that you wearing outside the house, you driving to drop your kids off, you know you're going to drop your kids off, and where you dropping your kids off, it's already covered so your hair is not getting wet. Why can't you just brush your hair back, put in a ponytail, and drop your kid off? It's because you don't care. Okay? And also with bum bitches regarding their attitude, everyone knows who they talked to yesterday. They know how long they was up last night because the music was loud. I can tell you that the music stopped playing at 4 a.m. That's when I went to sleep. That's when I got sleep. And their neighbors wake up around them irritated because they mad they have them as neighbors. As far as their finances go for bum bitches, they keep their savings under their mattress or in a shoebox because it's not even that they've never been taught that that's not the proper way. They don't care enough to learn the proper way. They just always want to have access to whatever they have access to. And what's so crazy is you have too many people coming in and out of your house and your place that's supposed to be for peace. But because it's so nasty and dirty, it's not a place of peace. It's a place of chaos that you will never know who picked up your mattress and took your money. So you spend a lot of your time having quote unquote friends around you, but they're not really friends because you don't know what that is. They're just waiting for you to slip up. As far as finances go with bum bitches, vacation is only after grandma drop off for the summer and around tax time so they can ball out and act like they ain't got kids or responsibilities. I'm telling you, you do not want to have to deal with the bum bitch, but this is what you need to look for. Also, how they prioritize shit. They prioritize their hair, their nails, their lashes first. Clothes, their phone being on, or they trying to swindle a man out his pocket so he could pay for their phone. And all of that comes before their bills, utilities, and their kids' needs. Unfortunately. Okay? Prioritizing wise, everything is important on their time only. If they call you up and they have an emergency in their life and you say you can't right now, or you usually do always come through for them and you can't, they gonna call you every name in the book. They gonna treat you trifling because they don't have the compassion or the headspace to know just because you need it right now, just because you want it right now, doesn't mean I have it for you. Right? So they only classify their friends and their people, or that's my girl, by convenience or what they can do for them. Okay, that's a bum bitch. As far as their kids are usually bad as fuck because they're craving attention that they're not getting from their mom or whoever is watching over them, male or female. They're not behaving around people because they don't have any boundaries, and that bum bitch did not set any boundaries. But dare you discipline their child or, correct their child about something. She want to get all up in your face. That's a bum bitch. Their kids usually need a tutor because they are behind in something academically. Reading level is at an all-time low because bum bitches ain't reading. Bum bitches don't have books in their house. Their kids don't have a desk to do their homework on. They don't think it's important. They okay with their box spring and their mattress being on the floor. This is the crazy part. They love buying shit for the look of it and renting furniture that they know they're not about to make the payments on correctly. That's a bum bitch. And let me tell you something. I don't have no problem with people who rent their furniture as long as you consistently pay it off and you know you're going to pay it off. But what's the point in renting furniture, messing up your credit, and your children having good stuff at the beginning, and because you're not making the proper payments on it, you're dodging the people when they want to come pick up their stuff, and your kids are breaking items you haven't paid off yet. I have never rented a piece of furniture in my life. I bought my bed. I bought my couch. I bought two sofas because when you have multiple kids, they don't care about your furniture. I bought my coffee table. I bought my table that I distressed denim on for my business. Wrote that off. I bought my TV years ago. I bought my bike. And the thing that people don't tell you with adulting is you ain't Daddy Warbucks, so you can't buy all of the furniture that you want all at the same time. The kids have a bunk bed. I bought that. Their mattress. I bought that. I have a dresser in my room. My mom bought that. Shoe stand I just bought that. Plant stands, I bought that. Like, for you to think you just about to have everything is crazy to me. And then to top it off, you have bum bitches who live in their parents' house still with multiple kids. Don't want to buy their kids what they need. Don't care what their kids sleeping on. Don't care where their kids sleeping. Don't have no goals of moving out and letting their kids have space or the childhood that they deserve to have. But you over here faking and being phony about how you adulting. You not adulting. You still under your parents' roof. And their kids usually act too grown because that's all they see. They see their mom talking, how she acting, how she carrying herself, the friends she keep. They not watching kids shows. They not reading kids books. They not watching kid videos. They watching adult stuff. So, of course, those kids act way too grown. And then when it comes to the self-thoughts of a bum bitch, they don't think the best about themselves. Surprise! They project their insecurities onto other people who feel good about themselves. Surprise! And they carry a lot of bad energy all the time. because they know they should be doing better for themselves and they're not. So it's easier to point fingers and judge other people who are actually grinding out here and having a bit less and not being able to post all the time like they post for the gram, but they actually live in the real life that they're living. I don't live with my mom. I haven't lived with my mom since I was 16. All the homes that I have had, I've rented homes. I've never had an apartment. I've rented homes and condos, and I've never had an apartment because to me, it's sounding like, as a mother, I would do my kids a disservice to have an apartment. I would do my kids a disservice to have a townhome. Like, I don't even like row houses, and I grew up in Philly. Because to me, like, what one person do in their house will affect my house. What I hear, how clean they keep their house, if they have a fire, if they just got a lot going on, if they have a leak, you're exactly attached to my house. So I never wanted a townhouse and I never wanted a row house. That shit is not what's up at all. Give me a house on its own slab, on its own property, preferably ranch style, because listen, I'm not trying to go up and down those stairs, and I'm not trying to have my kids break their necks up and down those stairs. But at the same time, I'm not buying a house until I'm comfortable buying houses. Take that however you want to take that. But when it comes to like bum bitches, they have no goals, they have no aspirations, they have no goals on being independent. Living with moms or my grandma with grown women standards is what they do. They love being in the hood. They love being in drama. They love being in the know while losing focus on the things that they need to get together for themselves. That is a bum bitch. So if you are a friend of a bum bitch, if you have had sex with a bum bitch and now y'all got a kid, you got to eat that. If you keep sticking around somebody who's always with drama and negativity, you got to eat what comes with that. Because you're not making better choices as to who you hang around. Okay? Prioritize the way you treat people, your hygiene, your finances, your attitude, your outlook on people, the way you take care of your children. All of that. The way you prioritize the things in your life. You set goals. You're understanding that the world does not revolve around you. Come on. So this is a bum bitch PSA. And if I said some things where you fall in line with all of these categories, well, sis. Yeah, it was about you. It was about you. Be better and reach for something better. But at the same time, I'm not going to say I wish bum bitches didn't exist, because they need to. You need examples. Just like when men be like, man, could these young men pull up their pants and wear a belt? Nah, let them do that, because they already telling you what they on. I don't tell men to pull up their pants no more, because you're not a man. You still a boy. And if you a boy, you're going to show me that you in a boy mentality. And a boy mentality is going to show me his ass. All right? So be good to yourselves. This is the Bum Bitch PSA. Y'all have a great Wednesday and all of that. And I'll check out Friday. Peace.